The perception of someone who is bored really could also be perceived on a lot of things that really could wind up being a negative attribute that's associated with you in the long run. And listen, it's really different than needing a break, right? I mean, everybody needs a break sometimes, and sometimes that's a really kind of welcomed space and time if you're in between tasks or in between projects, and especially if it's a relatively short one, right? But if it's something that is longer, right? I mean, sometimes we're on projects or activities where you're just waiting on somebody for a week, and if you really don't have anything to do, especially with remote, or hybrid work or whatever, like, there's a tendency to want to kind of use that to do personal things. And that's okay, but let's make sure that it isn't really bleeding or teetering into paid time off, because if you do see that there's something foreseeable that you'd like to use that time for something personal, then it's probably a good idea to just kind of clear your manager just to make sure that everybody's on the same page, right? In terms of using kind of those gaps in time. So you don't want that coming back on you as well, where all of a sudden something quick happens in that time that you thought was going to be a gap, and now you're nowhere to be found.